Hello, my stamping friends. This is Oksana from funstamper.com, and today is our free online class, and I'm pre-recording card number 5. If you miss it, go find my online class part 1 and part 2. We did live videos and we created 4 different cards. I will link those videos in the description. But today we're gonna make another card with one of my favorite bundles. Who will figure? So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna feature again all brand new in colors, and we're gonna feature this garden gathering bundle. For some reason, when I saw it, it's kind of speak my language. I really like two-step stamping, so you don't need to color, and I do a lot with that. And here is that bundle or that stamp set featured again, and you see the sample. We're also gonna use one of the DSPs that has every single new in color. So this is the one, the Bloom Boutique, and this is a DSP over there. So I really like the DSP because it's coordinated with every single in color. All right, ready to work. So this is the card we're gonna make, and it's also a great card to feature different designer paper, and if you have a lot of scraps, it could be a great card for you. So for this card, I have 4 1/4 by 11 piece of Golden Gloves, cord and half. I have 4 by 5 1/4 layer of Peaceful Pine, and I have a bunch of little pieces. So let's see what we have, and we talk about that particular fold. So the white piece inside your focal point is 2 1/8 by 3 1/4, so it goes here. Then I have a strip for greeting, and it's a bunch of little pieces, so you need 4 pieces. Measure 7/8 by 1/7/8. So here, and you could use 2 and 2 like I did here, 2 of 1 pattern, or you could just use the same pattern and just flip it, and we'll figure it out which one we're gonna use. And like this one too, I used 2 and 2, and this one's 3/4 by 1 1/2, and I'll have measurements on my blog. So like you see, bunch of tiny scraps, which is fun to work with. Let's kind of put our base together. So I do suggest you kind of play, and let's just do different than I did this one. So we're gonna just use, kind of see your borders, kind of way you wanted to do. Will be important for you to cut pretty similar, because on such a small strip, like you could see here, this strip is a little bit wider. Let me cut it. You know that even one sliver you could see. I'll cut it tiny little bit. Perfect. So because you will see all mismatches, and then we're gonna do those pieces. Kind of have a feel for the borders. Like that. Black and white paper looks really good. I found this layout of fellow demonstrator from Australia, Laura. I think Bushman, her last name. I mean, she has amazing things, and I like this layout to work with. So this is gonna be base of our card. It's like little puzzle. Let's glue it together, and then we'll do little stamping. It works great, like I mentioned, for mixing and matching. So here's, I give you another reason to save your little strips, especially those beautiful papers. And as you could see here, I ended up having 3 different patterns, but you easily could have 4 different patterns. Kind of trying to do monochromatic with little pop of color. Obviously, wet glue works best for it, as you have little wiggle room. But again, it's not gonna be perfect, so you need to embrace that unless you measuring really carefully. But I thought it's fun layout to feature different colors. You could probably even do 4 of new ink colors, let's say, and maybe emboss paper or just use two-tone cardstock, stamp on it and use that layout as well. See, like this side is pretty too, but I want a purple or hydrangea hue, I should say. Okay, so like this one gonna be, see if I could still move it, maybe a little bit bigger. Yes, that will be probably the hardest to glue, those pieces. Gonna do a little bit bigger border, and then we're gonna stamp with this vase, and I'll show you how cute that simple stamping can be. I ended up using that particular bundle in my one class, so stay tuned for the additional video, different layout, also featuring just one of the vases, and black and white paper, which is I'm obsessed with. There you go. And then we're gonna glue our white piece in the middle. This is just a background, just like a lot of white pieces. It's actually, I think I did pretty good, except for this little piece, but, and then you could, we'll leave it like this, glue it here. So let's start stamping with our stamps. And we featuring new ink colors. So I want to mimic the colors. I wanted to go for Peaceful Pine, Hydrangea Hue, and Golden Glow. You definitely could do Crisp Cantaloupe. It has a little bit, but so have a piece of paper. And if you're gonna start with the stamps, it's much easier when we do stamps first. Again, let me double check, make sure that your stamp is relaxed. Tap, 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 remember with new ink pads, and twist for better coverage. Stamp towards the bottom. And we do the same with another one. So that stamp set has 2 different greeneries and 2 different flowers. And just normal greenery and 2 different vases with water. Didn't use water yet, and I didn't use that other greenery. Okay. Now it's gonna be, let's show you a trick how to line up your flowers. So the flowers have a holes in the center, like in the middle centers that blank. So this is where you're gonna align them here. Tap, 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 and twist. It's working really good. Okay, I'll need to get my face in the camera. So I'm a little off. And it's interesting when you stamp in Hydrangea Hue, first color is like super, super dark. You're like, whoa. But then it's definitely mellows down as it dries. And we're gonna do the same with other flower. This one, I don't have exact ways, or I guess it's a way, but I'm like, okay, I'm just going for it. Let it dry for a second, and we're gonna stamp our sentiment in our vase. So for our vase, and you probably could do it on that piece as well, I started to really like stamping in on a 2-tone cardstock because you have lighter and darker hue. Here is darker hue, here is a lighter hue. So we're gonna go with that. You could do Memento Black or New Black, or you could do, where's my little vase? Not sure where's my little vase, but yeah, here it is. I like to do everything in Secret Seafoam. It's my new black. It's not really black, but you know what I mean. Stamp here. And we will stamp a sentiment. And who doesn't need happy birthdays? You could do thank you could do so many of those sentiments on a strip. I guess it's good enough. All right. So now you could see how it's lightened up. So we're gonna do die cut. And I already have die cutted pieces for you here. And let's see which one we like better. This one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and flag it. Take our cards, and this card will not have blank, can you imagine? So we could do this and this. Let's just reverse it. So let's just do those two. I'll put dimensionals on the top and then put vases. If you put vases on dimensionals, then you probably will need to adjust your flowers. Sometimes it's not fitting correctly. And that's it for the card. It's coming really fast. Probably the hardest thing is to stamp or glue those little rectangles. Okay, and then now we're gonna put our vases. If you want to add little dimensional to those vases, go ahead and give them a little sponging. It's definitely make it prettier. I'm leaving them as it is. You could do on a white paper, stamp or color the water. Could do so many different things. And I'm doing this and this, and our card is almost complete. So think about either this particular set or any other set that you could use the layout for. It's definitely fun with new ink colors. So we're gonna glue it here. One dimensionals on the right side. Little tiny glue. And to finish up, maybe I will stamp inside. I did this one, but what if we change it up? Which color you think it will work great? Will pink work? To pink. Let's see. This cantaloupe will work. Green will work. Let's do green. I think green will definitely work and give little contrast. So little bow. I didn't put any blings. You could probably put a couple of those beautiful butterflies. Mine just came and I didn't unpack yet. It's really cute. All the ink colors. If you receive a packet, you have this bow. If you don't have that stamp set, use what you have to decorate. All right, let's go ahead and stamp inside. And our card is complete. Hope you give this layout a try. It's definitely a lot of fun playing with those little rectangles. Okay, inside, and we are done. Still waiting to hear from you what's your favorite ink color that we feature in last 3 videos. I'm actually absolutely obsessed. I don't know if I could start using anything else. Love it, love it, love it. And interesting, I thought I'm not gonna like pink, that it's really light. And I end up using especially as a card front or different layers and ribbon because it has such a nice and soft look. It's very pretty. And new ink pads, oh my gosh, if you didn't have them, you need to get at least one and try. And you will be absolutely obsessed. Okay, here we have it. Looks like we did a smudge at the end. Okay, thank you so much for watching. And until then, happy stamping. Bye.